the opportunity to return here to the community college. Granted, it's no longer Cambria County Area Community College, CACAC, as we like to call it. It is no longer CACAC, but it's Penn Highlands. But I do consider this my foundation and my educational saving grace. Excuse me. Therefore, I certainly do not take for granted this opportunity to participate in this commencement ceremony in such a prestigious institution, and especially an institution with such a sustained commitment to helping its students and being there and making a personal difference. This is traditionally the part of the commencement speech where the speaker gives you great advice about what you do when you get out there, what to watch out for, the pitfalls. This is a ridiculous waste of time. Nobody, I appreciate you over there. Nobody takes the advice. So what I will tell you, the best advice I can give you is don't go. Don't go out there. It's a mess. Stay in school forever. Right now, most of you have a pretty sweet life. You've got a roof over your head. Many of you are not paying for school. Many of you aren't paying for rent. You aren't paying for your car. You're not paying for groceries. You've got it made. Don't ruin it. You've got a degree. Fantastic. Keep it in your pocket. Don't go anywhere. I apologize. I may have just ruined it for you. The gracious people out on the wings here are the ones patiently paying those bills. So this speech, they're also listening to this speech, and they're on to you now. So that might not work out. I know you will go out there. Some of you have been out there and are coming back for round 2 or round 3. But the best I can think to tell you, quit smoking, wear your seatbelt, and listen more than you speak. This will improve your odds of getting old enough to be wise. Graduates, what can I say to people who know almost everything? That's you now. You've got it all. There was a time when I also thought I knew everything. I had weathered the storm of exams and research papers. Somebody out there in faculty, correct me if I'm wrong, I still hold the record for recycled research papers. Are we good? I wrote 1 paper. I can do this now. You cannot take back a degree. Wrote 1 paper and used it in 5 different classes. Yeah. The Army told me that was adapting and overcoming. Over a decade has passed now, technically 14 years. I can't believe how much I don't know. Every time I go to school, work, I find out how much I don't know. When I go home to my own family, I find out again how much I do not know. Tonight you'll receive a piece of paper that symbolizes your education is complete. I would like to affirm for you now that's not the case. Your education has only just begun. If I stopped here, you might have heard my best offers. But I was asked to postpone your diploma for about 10 more minutes. So I'd like to proceed by sharing a story from my own life. No big deal, just one story. Again, connect the dots for yourself. Find your own meaning. I dare you. Believe it or not, I was once the class clown. F-R-E-E-L, for real. For real. All right? I'm largely winging this, just stay with me. I purposely irritated my teachers from 4th grade through high school. I would make them wonder why they chose public education as a career. I will be the first to admit I was that guy. I had the corresponding chip on my shoulder and the attitude to go with it. To the point where the teachers, if something happened and I was even absent that day, it landed on me. I built a reputation for myself. I was proud of it at the time, but I dug myself a deep hole. At the time, I thought it was great. The teachers expected absolutely nothing from me, and that's exactly what they got. Nothing. I knew I was going to the Army. I signed up at my junior year. Therefore, my senior year, I'll leave that up to your imagination. I still think to this day I was graduated just to leave. Nobody wanted to do that twice. It was not until returning from the Army that I started classes, like I said, what was CCACC. I was not interested in education at that point. What I was interested in was gaining 30 college credits and then being able to apply for my state police exam. It's a much easier transition from shooting down planes and helicopters to wearing a gun and a badge. So that was my next step. UPJ very quickly denied my application. I had $30K in my pocket from the Army, and they laughed me right out the door. Fuchsia, why would they laugh me out the door? Stay with me. The transcript, my transcripts from school, from high school, were horrendous. I graduated with a 1.8 GPA. That's not a joke, that's not made up. But, yeah, I barely passed. For those of you who aren't familiar with the 4.0 system, that's, oh my goodness. So I soon realized CCACC was going to be my best and at that point only option. But I'm still just looking for 30 credits and my papers to state police. I was here that my future would become very, very clear to me. I wanted to teach. I enrolled in CCACC in 1996, and that was the first time in a long time I remembered having a positive experience with education. It became very evident that this place, that place, was not just about education. It was about educating individuals. The atmosphere was extremely personal. People were taking time to talk to me, to work with me. I was not another face in the crowd, nor was I another warm body filling a seat. People were making sure that I got it. It's that moment when you finally get it. Faculty, you know what I'm talking about. The get it factor. The right attitude on my part and a little compassion and empathy on the faculty's part, I guess, goes a very long way. The only people to ever reach out to me in this manner were the faculty here at Community College. At then, CCACC, but now, and I know some of these same people are still here. Hopefully, two of these ladies are present here today. Mrs. Sherry Shuram. Is she behind me? Is she doing anything that she shouldn't be? I thank you for being there when I needed you. And for all of the sociology lessons that you let me steal. Not as a student, when I became a teacher. I stole a lot of material off of you, and I appreciate that. If you are heading into the teaching, steal everything you can. Do not reinvent the wheel. You'll become a master thief. Sherry, you'll become a valuable resource for me then and now for whatever I may need. Because my greatest challenges were in writing, writing and English. Mrs. Victoria Cope, where are you? She's not raising her hand. Can you stand up for just a second? You've got a great hat on. We'd like to see it. Okay, thank you. I know she will not take credit. But you've changed my life forever. I've got to move forward here. I apologize. I'm pretty sure I would be a state police officer today if UPJ would across the street had accepted me.